Welcome to our demo of Permit Facts, a DEC International product. The first thing you need to do in order to utilize Permit Facts is navigate to the dec-international.com website. Then you'll see that we have a menu across the top, but what we're concerned with is the members login. We're going to look at the Permit Facts product. That's under DEC International in the members login. So we click on DEC International. We input our username and password, which I have saved on my system. Click Login. That'll take us to a screen that lists the products that we have purchased. If you've only purchased Permit Facts, all you will see on this screen is the Permit Facts links. So let's click on Permit Facts Advanced because that's where we're concerned with the search. The first thing we should always do when we go in is click on the Clear Search. That clears any previous searches that we've done on the database. So now we have a clean slate to find what we want, and there's no confusion about what's been clicked in the past. Let's take a look and see just how many records are in the database, because maybe I can weed through these myself and get just the data I want. As I look, it pulled up the data really quick, but the problem is I have over 20,000 records to go through. I think that's too much for me to handle to make my phone calls and to find new business. I need to pare that down. That's where the power of the search comes in. So I'm going to go back to the search screen, and I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. Let's take a look at Cobb County. If I want to search Cobb County, then I can click on Cobb in the county searches. Okay, as you see I've done here, the Cobb highlights, and then I can go down and click on search. Let's see how many records we have in Cobb County. That gives me a total of over 2,500 records. That's still a lot of records, but really my core business is in both Cobb and North Fulton County. That's the area that I like to stick in. So let's go back to our search screen and see what we can do to bring Cobb and North Fulton together. So now I've got my Cobb County highlighted. Now a couple of things just for information is if I wanted to select multiple counties that are all online together, I can hold down the Shift key and it will select all of them. I don't want to do that in this case. In this case, I just want to select Cobb and North Fulton. So I've selected Cobb, and I'm going to scroll down until I see North Fulton in my listing. I'm going to hold down the Control key on my keyboard and click on Fulton North. And now, as you can see, I have both Cobb and North Fulton selected. Let's see how many records we have now. The listing comes back very quickly, and now you can see I've got over 5,000 records in that. Now I don't know about you, but again, that's way too many for me to search manually. I could go through them page by page and look for them, but that's an awful lot of records. So let's go back to our search and see what we can do with that. Okay, as you can see, my Cobb and my North Fulton are still selected. But I want to do it in a date range. Let's see what we've got just in the month of January that have been put into the database, because that may give me a number of records that I can look through and I can manage a little easier. So I'm going to put in an entry date of 1-1-2014. And I'm going to put an end date in of 1-31-2014. That will give me all the records for the month of January of this year, 2014, in both Cobb and North Fulton County. So now let's click search and see just how quickly that comes back. As you can see, the database searches very fast and pares down that criteria. You can see what the dates that the permits were issued and the entry dates. If I scroll down, I'm going to see that now I have 429 records. That's a lot more manageable in the form of data that I can actually make useful for myself to make cold calls or to call on people or to find projects that may be of interest to my company. I would encourage you to contact our sales office at 770-578-0025 and ask for sales. We can supply you with a trial offer or a special discount if you mention this demo. For a more detailed look at Permit Facts, please contact our sales department. Once again, that number is 770-578-0025. Thank you for taking the time to watch this demo.